What is up, YouTube? It's Peak Games here to bring you another awesome Total War clip. And in this video, we are going to be playing Napoleon Total War. Today, it is a 2v2. This was such an awesome fight. Very hard battle fought. But in this video, I will be playing Russia, and I have 3 of my friends playing with me. One of my friends is on my side. It will be playing as Great Britain, and then we will be going against 2 of our other friends, France and Sweden. And so this battle, I actually use a fairly simple unit system. I love playing as Russia. They're always so fun to play with. But fairly simple, but also elite. I have a lot of line infantry. That's what I prefer. I don't really prefer, oh man, already shots coming in from France, rockets. But yeah, I actually prefer to play with Russia. I just love the way they look, their unit system, and all that good stuff. So here's what I'm running. Fairly simple. I'm running a lot of Lifeguard foot. I think I have 4 units of Lifeguard foot here. Here's one of them, and here's another. I'm pretty sure. Yep, Lifeguard foot. Another Lifeguard foot, and then Lifeguard foot. So yeah, I got 4 units of Lifeguard foot coming around this hill. And so basically, before I get into the rest of my units, I want to go over what I did. So for this battle, we really tried to focus on getting this hill. If we could get this hill and win it, then we could beat our enemies. So that's what I'm focusing on. I'm sending most of, and you'll see this in a second, I'm sending the meat of my line infantry up on this hill because I want to win this hill. I'm even sending my artillery. And it actually cost me in the end. I probably shouldn't have been so eager with my artillery, but anyways, you'll see that in a second. Let's get into the rest of my units. Leading the charge on this side, oh man, the Moscow Musketeers. These guys are truly awesome. Beautiful unit. Just look at those guys. And they're leading the charge on this side. As you can tell, these guys are racing for the hill. That's what I'm trying to do. Behind them, I have the elite units of, oh wait, no, oh, okay, never mind. So I have 2 Moscow units. Sorry about that, guys. And then the rest behind that is just regular musketeers. These are the meat of my army. But man, just awesome. These guys moving in the charge, getting up on this hill. And then for artillery, I kept it very simple. I only have 3 units. I have a 12-pound foot artillery, then I have a 6-pound foot artillery, and then I have a 20-pound unicorn. Unfortunately, they take way too long to get up on top of this hill. But yeah, I won't go over the enemy units. As you know, though, France and Sweden do have very elite units here. Almost all their guys are elite. You know, they're Chaucer's elite units. That's pretty much what they run. Chaucer's, yeah, I mean, they don't really have any type of regular line infantry. All of them are elite and strong. But I will mention this one thing. Rockets are actually pretty tough to fight against. But we let our friend use 1 unit of rockets if he wanted to, since France used rockets a lot in fighting in history. And then, you know, Sweden's going against my ally over here. And he will be fighting for this side of the hill. Tough fight, guys. Tough fight. I'll just say that you're in for a treat here. We got a lot of awesome units on Great Britain's side and on my side, and we're just trying to race, as you can see, get up on this hill. We don't really want to lose the hill. If you lose the hill, I think you lose the battle, and you'll see that in this fight. But he also has a lot of cavalry that he uses. He's got some horse guards, some dragoons, some awesome cavalry, and then some King German's Legion dragoons. These guys right here are what it's all about. But anyways, I think I do have 1 unit of cavalry, and I used them once, and it doesn't go well. So, yep, some Lifeguard Cossacks. Okay, so let's just jump right into this battle, guys. Very bloody battle. I'm already getting hit by some artillery, some rockets. But yeah, so I actually make it on this side of the hill very quickly. But I'm out of position as far as here. I'm trying to get up here. France, however, though, they are taking their time, and I am okay with that. So that's what the basics of this is for me right here. Just get up on this hill, win the hill over here. I should be fine. I think you're going to see some of the first parts of the battle on this side as my lifeguard foot are marching into battle here. And I think I actually reroute them. So my strategy does change. Oh, man. I was just getting pounded by artillery. Look at this. Oh, man. I couldn't do anything. So what I did was... Oh, here comes another volley of rockets. Man, I just did not get a break on this right flank. But my strategy did change. I wanted to get them on this side of the French flank, win the battle on the very top of the hill, but get my lifeguard foot around on this side, so maybe I could push France more towards Sweden, and we can pinch them off from a hill. But as you can tell, the artillery unit is just raining down on these guys. Luckily, my lifeguards they don't break or anything like that. They stay strong, and that's kind of the plus with lifeguards. They stay strong the whole time. As you can see, it's starting to get intense. We're pushing for the hill, all of us, and I think I almost make it up there by now. But this is where you're going to see the first shots of the battle right here. My lifeguards putting in some work as they're getting hit by rockets. Man, what a beautiful scene right here. Look at this. And like I said, you know, I knew I was going to lose a lot of men. I've already lost, you know, a good bit of men. I still have most of my army, but I'm losing men quickly, and I have to figure out what to do about that quickly. So, as you can tell, first fires of the battle on this side. And man, let me tell you, I just love the lifeguards. I always have at least 4 units of them in these battles because these guys are just brutal. They never break, it seems like. They go to the very end. And that's the thing I like about Russia as well. They're tough fighters, you know. They break. They don't break so easily. So we're getting some fires in on his Chaucers over this side. Man, look at this view right here. And you know, this is going to be a firefight in the trees, and I'm still getting hit by these rockets, but you know, yeah, right here you can see his men are starting to die. His Voltigers, he's got some light infantry right here. But this is a fight amongst the trees, so you know, lots of cover, lots of places to hide. But anyways, like I was saying, so here is the big problem. I had to send my units on this side of the battle, and I left my artillery uncovered on this side, and France just obliterates my artillery. I don't even really get to get any shots off. I think I get maybe a couple, but I was really hoping I could have used the artillery more. I knew I was going to win against Sweden on this side, but my partner, he needed help. He was really slow getting on this hill, so I'm just trying to hold his weight on this side. So I'm just doing some heavy damage on Sweden's lifeguards afoot, their elite infantry units, with my regular musketeers. And man, look at this. He's just completely surrounded. Oh, and then there comes Great Britain's cavalry. So yeah, at this point, I know I've got to get back to this side of the hill. I think I might get one shot off, if that. I'm not sure though. Pretty sure I don't get any shots off, actually. Let's see here. And then, you know, France's 6-pound. I didn't know what he was doing with this right here, because I was just going to take that out really quickly. But, yeah. So he actually, I don't know what he was doing with his National Guard, but he actually didn't do anything he didn't charge. I was expecting him to charge, but I think because of that I get a volley off, and I don't really hit any of them, so that's okay. He routes my artillery, but I routed his right here, and I'm coming back on this side of the hill. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit for you guys.
Our men are running, sir.
So as you can see, they've taken the hill up here. I have to do something quickly. So I am winning on this side with my lifeguards. They're routing the enemy. But I've got to get on this side, and you're about to see a huge clash. This is where most of the battle happens right here. I'm still trying to get my men on this side, so yeah. So here's the interesting thing. I was supposed to be on this side. I was trying to get my men on this side, but I was really occupied with France and all that on this side. So Great Britain leads the charge on my side of the battlefield, and yeah, a lot of bloodshed on this side you're about to see here. Not much firing, I don't think. I think they just go right for the charge. No, they're actually going to shoot some volleys. And I will mention these guys, the Highland Foot Infantry for the Great Britain. Oh, man, chaos. The Highland Foot Infantry, these guys are so good, sharpshooters for Great Britain. And, man, just lots of volleys going off right now. Lots of volleys, and you're going to see a huge charge for Great Britain. They're not going to waste any time. And this is where all the casualties happen. And here comes the charge for Great Britain. And I'm not too far behind, but look, he is outnumbered by France. So he knows that when he sends in his guys, you know, he's going to lose a lot of men. But he was willing. He said he was willing. We made a quick decision, and here I am. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and take some fires at these guys. He's holding our right flank pretty well on the hill. Like I said, Highland Foot Infantry, and he actually has militia leading the charge here. And he does a great job of holding it here, long enough for me to get my men where they need to be. Here's my Moscow Musketeers coming in. He actually gets some fires off right here too. So yeah, we actually recovered very nicely on the hill here. Getting some nice shots off. And so do I. I get some nice shots off. I had to. Right here. I'm actually surrounded, as you can tell. Here's my big side of my unit right here. They're firing on this side, but I actually have to turn some of my guys around to focus on these guys because they're pinching me. Or yeah, they're pinching me, and they're kind of sandwiching me. And that is never a good situation in Napoleon Total War. So you kind of have some backfire going on this side. Rockets flying, and it is brutal. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful. And unfortunately, he loses this little skirmish right here, so he has to send in the rest of his units from on the back side. But I am just raining down firepower on them, and I am not giving up. And that allows my ally to breathe a little bit. And I think I sent in my Moscow Musketeers here. No, I sent in my cavalry, and there's my cavalry. Unfortunately, they're going to rout quickly, but I'm pushing in. My guys are holding off France on this side, and I'm charging my men in, moving my men inside, and I know that I'm going to have to eventually charge. And this is actually where I'm going to lose a lot of my men, right here. I think I'm preparing for the charge right here, but routed one of his units. As you can tell, I mean, he's got a lot of men in that pile. And he actually sends his general between the fires. So anyways, yeah, so we actually have them sandwiched now. He has his fencibles, which is basically militia, and he's got them right here. And we're just kind of crossfiring into this midst of French soldiers here. This is where we win, though. This is the turning point of the battle. Eventually, I just have to charge, and I know I'm gonna have to. But I want to take as many fires as I can on them, and that's what I'm doing. And at this point, French really doesn't have much of an option. He has to route me on this side quickly, but he fails at that too. So I still have, my 4 lifeguard foots on this side, still holding on. And let me tell you, I'm proud of these guys. These are one of my favorite units, if not my favorite unit in the Russian army. Just winning big time on the backside of the French army. This is where they started the fight. I was able to get behind them and put in some heavy work. Let's see what's going back up on here. Still taking some pot shots at them, but eventually I'm gonna charge. I got a lot of casualties. That's what I was focusing on. And right here, I think I'm gonna charge eventually, guys. Or maybe I never had to charge. But as you can see, lots of casualties on the side. I mean, it was brutal. But took a lot of casualties as well. As you can see, wow, continuing to lose men. 28 out of 120, 59, 59, 67, 48. Moscow Musketeers took a beating, but they're still standing strong. So at this point, now that we've won against France, France is pretty much done for. I'm just going to hold my lifeguards and keep these guys entertained, keep them in the fight with me. But this is the interesting part. As you look over here, Sweden is marching fast and hard towards me. They've won this side of the hill. I have to do something quickly, because they have a good amount of soldiers moving in, as you can see. Look at that. And he actually routes Great Britain here. But my ally he had to buy me time, and that's what he does here. He just sends in his militia to buy some time for me. But these guys are still going to march hard towards me. The line infantry. He's got more line infantry. So I know that I've won the hill on this side. But and I charged to finish off France, but I know that I got to get my men back together, back in order, and I have to send them this way. And I actually thought we won, but at this point I'm getting nervous. One of my lifeguard foots have actually routed, but I'm still holding strong on this side, and I refuse to give up this side. And my ally does have about one more good unit to use, and I am pretty beaten down. I've 34 musketeers. This is actually kind of what's left of my line infantry, and I have to use them. So what do? I'm gonna reroute them this way, push them towards Sweden, and I'm doing that as quickly as possible. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, guys, so you can see what happens. Yeah, at this point, I'm going to win on this side, and I send a lifeguard foot towards the rocket troops, because, man, we took a beating from them the whole time. So, yep, got my men back in line, and they're ready to go. And I know it's a matter of time before they make it here. So, I'm just getting my men ready for that. Getting them in line, getting ready to fire some big shots on them. And Sweden's still got a lot of their units left. Marching 3 healthy units this way towards me, 2 this way towards Great Britain. Because I'm actually having to move my lifeguard since I won up here. That's what I do. And we get some good volleys on this. Let me fast forward a little bit more, guys. Yep, see, so I got my men ready. And then I'm marching them forward. Look at that. It's such a beautiful sight to see. My Russian units moving forward. All that line infantry. My elite lifeguards beaten down, but they're not wavering. Leading the lifeguards afoot. Musketeers. There's my Moscow Musketeers. Still staying strong. And this final firefight. And there it begins. And I think I actually get Sweden to rout very quickly here. Let me see. Yeah, and I'm actually sending my men in on this side, pushing them up a little bit. And I get them to rout very quickly. They're actually not in place, as you can tell. I am in place, and I'm ready. I'm just following, throwing everything that I have left at them. And at this point, it's kind of over once I get their 2 units to rout. Actually, 3 units. And at this point, it's just a matter of time before we get the victory. So this was an awesome fight. I had so much fun playing this. Lots of things went bad. Lots of things went right. And ultimately, I thought that me and Great Britain did a great job at recovering this hill because it was a disaster in the beginning. But it was such a fun time. I had such an awesome time playing this with my friends. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Please like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Just go ahead and join the family. Turn on those post notifications. Thank you guys. I love every single one of y'all. God bless you guys. I'll see y'all in the next one.